Good afternoon, everyone. If we would like for you to go ahead and sign up to participate in our survey. We're going to have a survey during the presentation, so if you'll please text to the 37607, all caps, Jennifer Wall 790. And then when we get to that point in the presentation, we'll tell you what to do. Is everybody ready? Okay, so good afternoon. Have you ever gotten lost? I get lost driving all the time. When you're driving and you're looking for something and you're lost, like a direction, somebody's address, you know you turn the radio down because it helps you see better. I don't know, does it ever happen to y'all? Getting lost, it can be really stressful. It can make us late to work. It can make us lose our credibility. And really sometimes it can just make us not show up. For me, getting a GPS was a life changer. I would much rather use my GPS than that crazy map. You can see that Sadness, she just doesn't like the map, and Joy likes the map, or the GPS. So, how about in your college career? Have you ever gotten lost in your college career? Have a hard time making decisions? Maybe you had a hard time declaring your major, or need advice on which classes to take. As a college student, it can be sometimes scary not having a support system. It would be really nice if we could rely on our advising center to guide us, like we can use the GPS to guide us in the car. So here's what we'd like to do the survey. If you could improve one thing about your college advisement, what would it be? So just take a minute or so. I hope I have it linked. It may not be.
It should. Once you type in the name, oh, you need to sign in.
I'm signed in. I just need to get that off the screen.
Okay. Okay, once you type in that Jennifer Wall 790, it will show up that you've entered the session.
It's already not.
Do we just text it or
Yeah,
do you hit
just
the link? Yeah.
text it.
Yeah, I'm getting responses, so. Is it working? So, better scheduling, awareness of hours and location, that's a good one. Wish doing things online was easier. Less wait time after signing in. So, it looks like we all kind of have the same feeling. We would like to see some improvement in communication. So, I don't know if everybody's responses have gotten up there, but I'm going to keep going. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to my colleagues and to myself. My name is Jennifer Wallace, and I am the Marketing Director at Trac. Jabari Wolf is our President. Trenton Wright is our Operations Director. Amori Atkinson is our Chief Executive Officer. Parker Wilson is our Vice President. And last but not least, Ryan Wallace is our Public Relations Director. Today we would like to talk about how important it is to give proper advisement. Communication is the key to success. Trac is a strong team. We are up to date on current technology, including video conferencing. So we would be a great fit to serve your business communications needs. And so at this time, I would like to turn it over to Jabari Wolf, our president.
Oh, thank you. Hey guys, my name is Jabari Wolf, and I'm the president here at Trac. Sounds good. I graduated with a double major in marketing and management, and I've always had the vision of helping students just like me, or students that was like me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. A show of hands. How many of you guys think you could have had a better GPA or college experience with just more consistent and regular one-on-one guidance with your advisor? Pretty much everybody. Same. Okay. So that's why we are here. The goal of Trac is putting our clients' needs first and offering top-rate advisement, which is how we got our name. Trac started during the summer of 1998 after we had all graduated college. We all felt like our success could have been much greater with help of a better advising system at the university. We all had terrible experiences with our advising because of poor communication and the lack of care on their end. That ordeal delayed our graduation date and took a huge hit on our confidence. We all had the same vision to make sure that this situation never happens to any college student again. So with one plan in mind, 6 hometown friends took a step in the right direction to help this problem nationwide. We implemented a strong core organizational and leadership structure that enables us to be the leading advising company in the whole Southeast region. Top Rate Advising Company was founded in the summer of 1998. We became a limited company within 5 years, and we've been helping schools and organizations around the country ever since. We meet the needs of both startup and established organizations with helping them develop and improve the communication process. Within the last couple of years here at Trac, we've perfected our internal and external communication to be a leading edge company in this constantly advancing generation. Here's a little bit of our company values. Here at Trac, we have a strong belief in empathy and perspective. We feel like it's vital in our organization and helps set us apart from any other advisory company in our field. We want the growth and development of our people and clients to be our highest calling in this business. Our internal and external communication systems are taken very seriously because we understand the importance of trust and character within our clients and even our people here at Trac. We create a unique advising plan fit for each individual student that will better help them in their journey throughout college. We stress that face-to-face advisement meetings are the way to better relationships and connections for our clients. We want each client to know that they can trust us and that we're definitely going to keep them on track throughout the years in college. Now since you guys know more about me and our background, here is my man, my best friend, our Vice President, Parker Wilson. Parker Wilson.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So as Jabari was saying, my name is Parker Wilson. I am the Vice President of Trac, and I'm going to tell you about what the goals of Trac is. So nothing fits quite like a tailored suit. As you can see, he's getting fitted for a suit that's going to fit him perfectly. And let's see, everybody has a different body shape, and every student has different needs that it goes to school. So advising should be somewhat like getting a suit tailored. Why do these guys need help? This guy's suit's clearly too big. His is too small, and this guy, I'm not sure what's wrong with his, but something's going on with that. So all these guys need tailored suits. Some of them are even famous. And just like, so if famous people need help getting dressed every day, then college students need help with advising that's tailored specifically to them. So those guys should look like this. They might not be famous, but they're a lot better looking guys than the last group of guys that I had on the screen. And whenever you dress for success, you feel good, you look good, and you're more likely to perform better. And that's the same thing with advising. If you feel good about your advising, then you're more likely to perform better academically in school. So the goal of the advising department at any university should be to increase the graduation rate, as well as help students graduate within 4 years. I know that myself included was a 5th-year senior. I know a bunch of people hate to admit it, and I know a bunch of fellow 5th-year seniors, but it is what it is. So That's kind of the goal of the advising center, is to help you graduate on time and not use classes that you shouldn't have taken to begin with. So you might still be asking what a tailored suit has to do with the advising center. And like I said, it's basically dressing a student for success to succeed within school. And we want to prepare our students for success and help them graduate on time. So whenever you choose Trac for your advising needs and helping your advising center, your students can do anything and increase your graduation rate. Which an increased graduation rate will help draw more students to your school, and parents will be happier about their students going to your school. I'm going to introduce you to Trenton Wright. He is our operations director.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Trenton Wright, and I am the operations director here at Trac. I have been with them since its inception 20 years ago in 1998. So, by show of hands here, who thinks communication is the key to any successful relationship, whether it be familial, platonic, or romantic? A lot of hands. See, I agree with all of you. I think the same thing. See, it's not just relationships that communication is a requirement to make successful. Business also requires good communication, whether it be internal or external. So, what we did here at Trac is we went and reviewed the internal communications channels at the advising department. The first one is email. It is the most primary form of communication. It is efficient, it is accurate, and it allows for better productivity. However, there is one small problem. Problem being that in matters of urgency, it does not do as well. If you see by the graph there, in a recent poll that was taken, email scored a 90% for accuracy. It scored 80% for efficiency, but it only came in at 50% for urgency. The next form of communication we're going to talk about is telecommunications, phone calls. So the pros and cons of both. Well, for the pros, it allows for instant communication with others. It is great for matters when it comes to urgency, unlike what email allows for. And it allows you to judge the tone of the conversation rather than just going off of the words that are being said on email. The negatives, however, is that it is impossible to judge the body language associated with the tone of the conversation, and it also allows for miscommunication to happen if you might mishear something or something like that of that nature. And the last form of communication they have is face-to-face meetings. Now, this is the most preferred method of all communication. It allows the speaker and the listener to gauge the conversation off of body language, nonverbal expression, as well as the tone of voice being used. Now, if you notice the graph that I have up there, you'll see that in a recent survey taken, 55% of all people that was surveyed for this thought that having a face-to-face meeting was better than email or telecommunications. Now, if you're like me, you like to compare things. So I went ahead and compared the University of West Georgia's Advising Center to Kennesaw State University. Now, there were some good things and bad things about both the University Advising Centers. The one thing I liked about the University of West Georgia's website was that they allowed many resources and tools to help you and to guide you. However, with Kennesaw State, they actually had a more personalized experience with it. You had to automatically log into their mainframe to be able to look up at anything dealing with your advising center. Now, talk about something just as important, external communications. I introduced my friend who just happens to be the Chief Executive Officer here at Trac, Amori Atkinson.
Thank you. As he said, my name is Amori Atkinson, and I'm the CEO here at Trac. Talk about some external communications for the Advisor Center. How many of you think communication is important in the business world? By show of hands. I see some people didn't answer, so I hope you're not business majors. A successful business must have effective communication, and without effective external communication, business will find no success. Currently, the Advisor Center communicates externally through reminders, emails, phone calls, face-to-face meetings, and information posted to their websites, and events around campus and social media. The most prolific way of communicating is face-to-face. In the graph below, you can see that students prefer face-to-face advising than any other form of advising. Okay, for face-to-face, it is the most important and efficient form of communication externally for the advising center. Allows both parties to fully understand what is being said and what needs to be done. Most students don't get out what they need from advisement if it's not like face-to-face. More people, like face-to-face, and they get, any questions or concerns, one needs to ask the advisor right there in front of them to answer their questions. Anything pops in your head, you can ask them to right there in front of you. For email, email is not a very efficient form, but convenient form of communication. Does not lay out the detail and game plan and direction the student needs. Much is needed to be figured out by the student, and lingering questions are not answered. And busy students, this is for like busy students or students who are online. This is what they use for their advisement. Phone calls, the advisor addresses what needs to be done and what classes needs to be taken for the next semester. It's not very long calls, and they don't have the same effect as being face-to-face with your advisor. For the website, this is where information is needed extended out to the public. Any updates or events can be found here on their website. Social media is very effective in getting information out to the public. More updates every day would help its effectiveness. Most of the general population use social media, so it's a great platform of communication externally. For events, Advisor Center hosts events for advisors and students. Interaction and fun things help build relationships in the department. This helps grow bond and tighten the effectiveness of the Advisor Center. All right, and then some strengths of the Advisor Center: plan to graduate on time, provide an advisement plan in a timely manner. Some weaknesses: not taking enough time for the students. Universal plan instead of individual plan for each student. Some opportunities can expand into different methods of communicating externally, taking more time out with the students. Student success will be linked back to them. Some threats: the writing center, student organizations, and parents. Parents, I'm telling you, they're gonna get in here and make some trouble. How a business communicates externally determines its success. I will turn it over to one of the founders here, Public Relations Director, Ryan Wallace.
Thank you, Amore. I'm Ryan Wallace. I'm the Public Relations Director here at Trac. And I was just wondering, has anyone ever wondered where's the location of the Advisor Center? Or wondered what other services they offer other than a mandatory meeting that you have to have? Well, we come across these questions too. So our consulting firm has come up with a few recommendations to help improve your enjoyment of your advisor meeting and make you want to have to do it. So first, we want to talk about improving the department's image. First off, we can start by making some beautiful brochures or flyers to highlight the location and other services that the Advisor Center has to offer. And next, we want to revamp the link on the university's website, because currently their link is not a lot of pictures. There's a lot of words, a lot of paragraphs, a lot of reading, so we want to cut that down to bullet points and average more pictures of, maybe the building or people that work there, or, any other thing. And to improve external communications, most meetings that you go to is a little 2-minute meeting. You go in there, you sit down, they tell you what class to take next semester, and you walk back out. So I'm offering that they offer a little bit more substance to their meetings. Do things like offer you graduation progress, or tell you how far you are along, or expected graduation date, or give you ideas on how to get you out of here earlier. And we want to help improve their student involvement too. We want, maybe they can do things like hosting events, like TED Talks, stress relief activities, or meeting with graduates. Or they can start off by hosting events with another organization already on campus. That way they're already linked with students, rather than trying to come up with things on their own. Feel me? And we feel like implementing these things, they'll make students they'll want to get advising rather than have to do it as a mandatory requirement to register. So to conclude our presentation, I want to bring back our manager of operations, Jennifer Wallace.
Thank you, Ryan. As you can see, Trac has many ideas on improving communication. We would like to leave you with these takeaway points. Trac would like to help bring awareness to the Advising Center location and enhance the website. Encourage face-to-face advisement for a more personalized advisement experience. And we would like to encourage the Advising Center to get involved more with interesting events on campus to encourage student involvement. Please consider Trac for all of your business communication needs. So as a refresher, we would like to offer this takeaway gift with our contact information and hope you will consider Trac for all of your business needs. Thank you, and does anyone have any questions?
All right, questions for team number 5.
Why would working with Trac be a smart investment?
Who wants to help answer this?
What was the question?
Why would working with Trac be a smart investment?
Well, it helps your graduation rates increase, as well as helps students graduate on time within the 4-year allotted period of what normal graduation is. So it helps draw more students to your school.
Yes.
Why should we trust your recommendations to improve the organization or department?
Well, Trac, because we've been in business so many years, we've been in business together for 20 years, we've got an edge on the market, and so we just feel like we can help with the business communication needs of the Advising Center. Is that what you asked me? I'm sorry, I can't remember the question.
I said, why should we trust your recommendations for the department?
Okay, and so I guess I answered with our experience in the industry. We have an edge over the industry, so that would make us the best choice. Somebody else?
In the back?
How much time and effort do you think will have to be put into the recommendations y'all have set?
It's not an overnight process, but we do expect it to be a pretty timely process. We expect it to be done within a week or two. We don't expect too much time to get between us, so, yeah.
What risks are involved in if we use your recommendations?
Zero risk. I see, and we've reviewed it, and there are no risks. You're only benefiting from more exposure and a better experience with the Advising Center by implementing what we have recommended.
How much time and effort will be needed to put recommendations in place?
Who's got that question?
Somebody already asked
Why do you believe in your recommendation of more like face-to-face meetings?
Face-to-face meetings, you know, it's like the same thing as like people like hands-on stuff. It's kind of like the same idea. Being able to talk to somebody face-to-face who you get more out of it, and you know take away a lot of stuff. And just like I said before, you're able to ask questions and stuff like that during the meeting. Stuff you can do, you know, through email and lingering questions, all that can be answered.
You're able to clarify any questions you may have. You don't have to wait back 24, 48 hours to receive an email. Or if you've been like me and you've called up to the advising department and nobody answers the phone and you keep on getting voicemails. So that's why we push for face-to-face advisement. That way you can have all your questions answered, you can have a good plan set forth, and you can make a more human connection that you don't necessarily get to form through the phone and or through email.
Okay, I think there's one more quick question over here.
How will having brochures include your department organizations in
Like I said, we have something pretty for everybody around campus to look at, so they'll know what services that the Bible Center offers and the location. Like I said, a lot of people honestly don't know where it's located.
All right, great, thank you. Once again.